So Bulldogs will have the ball at the 46. There's the handoff. Duplessis, who'll get tripped up and taken down by Raymond for a loss of 2. So we're joining you now, and we're notified we didn't have any audio for a little while there, but we got it now. It's the Terry Bulldogs taking on the Raymond Rangers. We welcome you here to Bulldog Field as we're on the first drive now. A couple of first downs already for the Terry Bulldogs, but now they're getting pushed back with a holding. 2nd and long from the 48-yard line for Terry. Busby in the shotgun, twins to the right and one to the left. Busby back to throw. He will connect on the pass to Gibson, who tries to break a tackler. They'll get him down at the 40. So now they got 14 more yards to go for the first down. 3rd and 14 for Terry.
Tackled by Braden Gibson.
So, 3rd and 14 for the Terry Bulldogs. I want to go ahead and call out our sponsors. Barnett's Body Shop on the first down. Tire Depot on the keys to the game. I know that you didn't hear us a little earlier there. Busby back to throw. He's got some protection. Short pass there to Duplessis, who will barrel to the 35. As he'll be 9 yards short of the first down. It'll bring up a 4th down and 9. This will be a decision here for the Bulldogs. They're deep in Raymond territory. Oh, wow, they're going to punt this football. Of course, with the punter that they have in Braylon Beverly, he's done a great job. We talked to Coach Thigpen this past week. He does not mind punting the football, but especially when you have a punter, the likes of Braylon Beverly, who's done a great job this year. There's the snap. Beverly back to punt it. He will punt it. It's quite a decent punt, and they stop it at the 11-yard line, and Patrick Joyner does. And it'd have been interesting to see where it would have gone if he would have let it go, but that's where the ball will stop. It'll be at the 13 for the Raymond Rangers. Raymond will take the field with their offense here. And listen, that'll bring us to our keys to the game. So we'll go back through the keys to the game here. For the Bulldogs, it is to control that line of scrimmage. As Coach Thigpen was telling us, that's a big thing for them. Also be able to keep control of the emotions of a game like this, especially a big rivalry game taking on Raymond. And now we're going to see this Raymond Ranger offense headed up by Alex Woods, the junior, at quarterback. He's in the shotgun now with twins out left. He's back to throw. He'll make the pass. That one nearly intercepted, but it went right through the hands of Micah Shepard.
Almost intercepted.
He was unable to pull it in. And that may have been a pick 6 if he would have been able to pull that one in. Incomplete pass, 2nd down and 10 now for Raymond. Do want to call out our sponsor, Buford Plumbing and Heating. They bring you the countdown to kickoff when that Mississippi heat kicks in. Don't sweat it. Call Buford Plumbing and Heating. They're your local experts keeping homes cool with fast, reliable air conditioning service you can count on. Call 601-208-0575 for Buford Plumbing and Heating. Another pass out left, and it is caught and is taken down immediately. That is number 8, Eric Bryant, with the reception, and that'll get out to the 17, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and 6 now for Raymond. So the Rangers looking at a big 3rd down here as we begin here the Unity Bowl.
Defense, Dogs, defense.
Back to throw is Woods, and we're going to get a penalty at the line of scrimmage, a flag.
Timeout, Raymond Rangers.
And those will not be a flag. It will be a timeout called by Raymond. It'll be their first charge timeout of the ball game. We'll step aside. It is Terry 0, Raymond 0. We are still scoreless here at Bulldog Field. Rangers looking at a 3rd down and 6. And Woods is going to run it around the right side. Bulldogs chasing him. He's tripped up, taken down at the 21. And he will be just a yard short of the 1st down, looking at 4th down and 1.
4th down for the Rangers. Bulldogs, make some noise.
And it looks like Raymond will opt to pull the punting unit out. And so Terry will get the football back. So good defensive play there. He's just a yard short of the 1st down, but the Bulldogs able to take him down there. Keeson Kendrick back to receive for Terry, as Raymond will punt it away. The punter for Raymond is Colin Bunley, the senior. Good snap there. His punt, he got it away just barely, and Kendrick will receive. Kendrick has a little room, but Raymond's going to gather around him and take him down there at the 45-yard line.
Made by number 1.
The Bulldogs will have the ball in Raymond territory. And again, just like we saw against Callaway, that first possession for Terry was messed up by a penalty. And that's the problem. You can't be holding, you can't be committing penalties. You just got to let your talent do the work. And we saw with Rondé Baker, he was able to get a lot of yards every time he was running that football. Baker coming off of a hamstring injury in practice after week 1 against Murrah, in which he had 5 touchdowns. Busby, handoff Baker. Baker will go right through the middle and break a tackler, get past the 40 and down to the 39. Nice gain for Baker, a 6-yard gain, 2nd and 4. .720 remaining here in the 1st period. Busby in the shotgun with twins to the right and 1 to the left. Fakes the handoff. Baker, pass right on the money to Harris. Was he able to pull it in? And they do deem it a catch. And it's right at the 35-yard line, and they may give him the 1st down. They do. And that is another Bulldog 1st down, brought to you by Barnett's Body Shop in Byron. Collision repair you can count on. When your car takes a hit, Barnett's gets you back in the game fast. Quality repairs, hometown service, that's Barnett's Body Shop. Proud supporter of Terry Bulldogs football. The Bulldogs have the football now at the 35-yard line. 1st down and 10, 6:40 remaining in the 1st quarter. Busby. Handoff Baker. Baker finds the hole. He's around the left side. Bounces to the outside. Takes a tackler. And dives down to the 26-yard line. And he's 1 yard short of the 1st down marker. 2nd down and 1. Nice run from Baker there. He comes out of the ball game now. Yep, he's all right. I think he is. Nice 9-yard gain there for Rondé Baker. It's going to be good to have him, especially down the stretch of this season when the Bulldogs have a team with the talent level to make it deep in 6A. You got Busby in the shotgun. Duplessis acting as the tailback. Now he changes his position. Twins to the right and 1 to the left. Busby, handoff Duplessis. Nice cut back right through the middle. Duplessis, he's going to get past the 20, down to the 15, down to the 10, pushes it down to the 7-yard line. And Duplessis showed that core strength earlier against Callaway in a very big highlight he had there. And he shows it right there on that big drive. And the Bulldogs are now in the Raising Cane's red zone. And Busby's in the shotgun. Bulldogs running hurry-up offense here. Duplessis, he's taken down almost. He stays up. He continues to move forward. And
stopped by a host of Rangers.
They will be at the 8, I do believe. It'll bring up a 2nd down and goal.
We're at the goal line. Make some noise. What do we want? TD. What's that? Touchdown.
2nd and goal for the Bulldogs, and this is where they were not converting against Callaway. They want to fix it here. Converting in the red zone. Busby in the shotgun. Handoff Duplessis around the left side. He pushes through and he dives inside to the 2-yard line. As Duplessis able to gain more. And that'll bring up 3rd down and goal. Just over 4.5 minutes to play in this 1st quarter. Bulldogs trying to get in this end zone. Raymond putting up a good fight here. 4.5 minutes to go in the opening period. They bring Baker back out on the field. They're giving him a few snaps here and there. They will hand it off to him here. He'll push right into the end zone. Touchdown, Terry, as they hand it off to the Baker man. Rondé Baker is back, and he gets 6. Six-0 advantage for the Terry Bulldogs, as now Derek Howard Jr. set up for the extra point. And now we're going to see yellow on the field. A false start against the Bulldogs. They're trying to change that formation up for the extra point, and Coach Thigpen not happy with the lack of execution on that one. This will move the extra point back 5 yards. So Howard will have a little bit longer of an extra point as the Bulldogs strike first. They lead 6-0, trying to make it 7 with the point after touchdown here. Snap back, holds there. Howard's kick is up, and it is good. And the Bulldogs lead 7-0 with 4 minutes, 13 seconds to go in the first quarter. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button to the TSJW Network YouTube channel. We'll step aside. This is Terry Bulldogs football on the TSJW Network.
Are you ready to push the speed?
Derek Howard Jr. is set up to kick a kickoff here to the Rangers, who will receive. Number 10, David Funches, is back to receive for Raymond. There's the kick. It's a nice kickoff there. It'll bounce. It will stop there. Raymond does pick it up at the 8-yard line, and so not a good no return for Raymond, and they'll have the ball back at the 8-yard line. Great kick there from Howard, and the Bulldogs were after it there. Ball's going to be at the 8. And folks, I want you to go ahead and check out the Magnolia Shine podcast. Myself, as well as Blake Levine, we host that podcast covering high school sports in the state of Mississippi. So go check out that. It's on YouTube, the Magnolia Shine podcast on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. We go Mondays and Thursdays. Raymond with the football. Alex Woods in the shotgun. There's a handoff there. And a little run there to the 11-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down and 7. Running there was C.J. Martin, the senior running back for the Rangers. And that will be the official timeout as they do that halfway through the quarter. We'll step aside and be right back. Terry Bulldogs football on the TSJW Network.
Second and third. For second, October 2nd will be the girls' tryouts. On October 3rd will be the boys' tryouts. Come be a part of the fastest team in the area, the Terry High School track and field. Help us run it back to back.
And we would love to shout out our sponsors.
Welcome to South 78.
Got Buford Plumbing and Heating, Barnett's Body Shop, Tire Depot, Wheeler's Janitorial, The Hydro Station, Good Eatin', Raising Cane's, Richard's Tire and Auto, the South Point Center, Withers Florist, Wholesale Payments, Magnolia Mobile Pressure Washing, Boone Behavioral Health and Wellness, and Vowels Marketplace. We appreciate our sponsors. Woods on the handoff again, and I do believe that's Martin trying to push his way through. It is Martin down to the 13-yard line. A nice gain of 2 there. 3rd down and 5 now for Raymond.
Bulldogs is third down. Let's cheer our defense on.
Big third down here for Raymond. Woods is in the shotgun here for the Rangers. Twins out to the left, none to the right. Woods looking to throw. He will get rid of it. It's a short pass. It's caught, and I think they'll get the first down. Just short of the 20 at the 19-yard line. First down there for Raymond. He got it out there to Bunley, and Bunley was able to pull it in. So the Rangers able to get their first down of the ball game. 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Coach Michael Fields heads the way for the Raymond Rangers, and he's just trying to get these guys to improve. And got some young players on their team, and they're able to put up a little resistance for the Bulldogs here early. Woods on the run, and he is just absolutely met by that Bulldog front. And I think they lose a yard on the play, 2nd and 11. So, folks, every Wednesday we are live right here on the network for the South 78 Football Show. We're live from the Good Eatin'. We appreciate them partnering with us. And, you know, listen, we've been talking a lot to the Byron Bulldogs, the middle school team, as they're undefeated and they're going to be in the championship ball game in a couple of weeks. Handoff Martin. Martin takes a little bit of contact. He pushes his way to the 19. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
Tell me about the Bulldogs.
Clock continues to run. 1:50 to play here in the first quarter. 7-0 Bulldog lead. Place is absolutely packed, folks. We got people standing on the fence as well. Raymond's side's pretty packed too. Yeah, this is a rivalry game. It's the Unity Bowl. 1.5 to go here in the first quarter. Twins out right and none out left. Woods back to throw. He'll toss it, and that pass is caught. And he's going to get a little bit more. Bryant across the 30 and a first down for Raymond. What a pass, and Bryant with a very active reception. The senior pulls it in.
Catch made by the Rangers.
Ball's now at the 31.
The Rangers of Raymond.
Just over a minute remaining here in the first quarter. Rangers having some success here, back-to-back first downs. Woods is in the shotgun with Twins out left. They have extra guys there for blocking. Woods trying to escape, but he's sacked. And that is a sack brought to you by the Hydro Station, specializing in hydration massages that are easy on the body, unlike that last play there for Woods. When life hits hard, the Hydro Station is there to help you unwind and relax. No deep pressure, just deep relief of the Hydro Station. Ball at the 29-yard line, a loss of a couple. 2nd and 12 for the Rangers. Clock continues to run down to 20 seconds left here in this first period. Woods in the shotgun. He's going to run it again, and we're going to get a whistle. A false start.
False start on the Raymond Rangers.
Against the Rangers, which will move them back for a 2nd and 17. So the clock will stop at 6 seconds. Big week 5 across Mississippi as we see the number 1, number 2 ranked teams in the state in Tupelo and West Point taking each other on tonight. And other games of the like, big games around the state. And a lot of rivalry games such as this one here between Terry and Raymond. And they will run the clock out for the first quarter. That'll wrap it up. Terry 7, Raymond 0 as we head into the Good Eatin' second quarter. We'll take a break here and come back in just a little bit. Terry Bulldogs football on the TSJW Network. I'm Trellis Williams. We'll step aside.
Also tonight, I want to welcome the Jackson State University National Alumni Association. Byron Terry chapter is sponsoring high school students from JSU High School Day on Saturday, November 15th. If you are interested, please visit their table. Stand by the home side. Go visit JSU they love.
Welcome back to Bulldog Field. The Terry Bulldogs with the lead 7-0 over the Raymond Rangers. Raymond looking at a second down and 17 here as we begin the good-eating second quarter. Woods. That is not Woods. They ran another quarterback out there. That was number 6, Christian Mason, the sophomore, and he's absolutely sacked. Brought to you by the Hydro Station. The second sack for the Bulldogs of the ball game. Get them back to the 20-yard line. Will bring up a 3rd and 21.
Third down.
This is a 3rd and very long here for Raymond. This is going to be a struggle for them to find this one. They're going to try to think of something to be able to get a big play. They haven't gotten a play this big yet. It's over 11 minutes to play here in the first half. Handoff. Oh, a nice run there from Martin. Not nearly enough to put much of a dent here in this distance they had to go. But they got it to the 27-yard line. So a gain of 7 on the play, making it a 4th and 14. And Colin Bunley lined up for a punt. Punt is there, and a short punt there from Bunley. It will be picked up by Kendrick. Kendrick able to break the tackle. He's around the near side. He's got speed, folks. He's got the blocking. He comes back to the right. He's got green, baby. Touchdown. Terry Keeson Kendrick and the Bulldogs lead 13-0. Kendrick received that one at the 35-yard line and took it back 65 yards for 6. And the Bulldogs lead 13-0. There's the snap, and the kick from Howard is perfect and with plenty of strength. Terry 14, Raymond nothing. We'll step aside.
Bulldogs 14, Rangers 0.
Little update, Tupelo West Point. West Point leads Tupelo 6-0. 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Oh, and an onside kick from the Bulldogs. They're going to pick it up, are they? Are they? Oh, I don't know. I don't know who ended up with it. It is the Bulldogs. Terry Bulldogs, and how about that? How about a little bit of Unity Bowl shenanigans? The Bulldogs keep this one. And I'll tell you this, I love that kind of stuff, folks. 35-yard line, the Bulldogs have it, and Raymond didn't see it coming. So we're going to see this Bulldog offense once again. Listen, we were robbed of the ability to see the Bulldog offense last time, but we were robbed in a good way as we were able to see a nice kickoff return for 6, and now we're about to see the Bulldogs once again with this football now. Busby is in the shotgun with Baker to his immediate right, trips to the left and one to the right, Gibson the lone receiver to the right. Busby's back to throw. He's going to toss it down for Gibson. Touchdown, Terry! And the Bulldogs are just showing off.
Pass is incomplete.
What? They say he dropped it.
They say Gibson dropped it. They just took the touchdown back. How in the world did he drop it? I'm not seeing any kind of argument from Gibson. Of course, Gibson is a cool cat, so he probably wouldn't argue anyway. Thigpen's upset with it. That's crazy. Trips to the left and one to the right. Now Busby, short pass out to Baker. Baker around the left edge. He's got some blocking here. Another move from Baker, and he's taken down inside the 25, down to the 23. Wow.
Brandon DePlessis.
I'd want to go back and see that play again.
That's a Bulldog.
I don't see why an official would make that one up, though, folks. But wow. That's tough, though. It's a beautiful pass, a great route. But the Bulldogs keep it moving. First down for the Bulldogs, brought to you by Barnett's Body Shop. And this offense keeps it moving. A receiver out right and a receiver out left. Busby's in the shotgun with Duplessis beside him. We're going to hear a whistle here. It's going to be a timeout call by the Bulldogs. Their first charge timeout of the first half. 14-0, Terry. First down from the 23 for the Bulldogs. Nice little toss to Harris, but we already see yellow on the field. He's taken down at the 21. We'll see what the flag is going to be here.
Billy Mark on the field.
Nobody
Against the
moved.
Bulldogs.
I believe this will be a 5-yard penalty. Second and 15 for the Bulldogs. Twins to the left and one to the right. They'll get the clock running again. Just over 9 minutes to go here in the first half. Busby fakes it. Short pass. Caught. This is Metters who pushes across the 20 down inside of the 19. And the Bulldogs are now in the Raising Cane's red zone, and they are looking at a second down and 6. 8:45 remaining here in the first half. Busby, handoff. And that is Duplessis. He's pushed out of bounds.
One made by Brandon
And
Duplessis.
I think he maybe gets 1 yard, maybe. 3rd and 5 for Terry. The Bulldogs have used Rondé Baker sparingly. Not trying to overwork him, but they are trying to get him back in the groove, as you definitely want his services for big games such as a West Jones or a Hattiesburg or any region game for that matter. The Bulldogs will have a bye week next week and be back on the field on the road taking on Forest Hill on October 10th. Busby looking. He's got the blocking. And he just trips and falls and loses a couple. And that'll bring up a 4th and 7. See what the Bulldogs decide to do here on a 4th down and 7 from the 21-yard line. Going to bring Baker in. So it looks like it may be a run play to Baker here. And the way Rondé's been running the football, it's almost like a 7 yards ain't nothing to him. So it's 4th and 9 rather. 7:40 to go. Busby's back to throw. We're going to get a flag. Yellow on the field. Offsides against Raymond. Nice break for the Bulldogs. That'll make it 4th and 4. That'll make it 4th and 4 with the ball now being at the 17-yard line. So now the Bulldogs only have 4 yards to go here, but they need it. It's a big 4th down. Twins to the right and one to the left. Busby, handoff Baker, and Baker will go right through, get the first down, and more marching into the end zone. Touchdown, Terry. And that, of course, was the Baker man. It's good to have him back. Bulldogs able to convert on a big 4th down there in the red zone, and they're able to get 6. Rondé Baker with his 2nd rushing touchdown. 7 minutes, 13 seconds remaining here in the first half. Bulldogs lead 20-0, waiting on 21 here. The snapback's there, the hold looks good, and that kick is perfect. 21-0, Terry. Just over 7 minutes to go in the first half. We appreciate you joining us. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button to the TSJW Network YouTube channel. We've looked at some of our analytics, and listen, man, it's like 29% of you guys are subscribed. So that means more of you guys need to subscribe. All right? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now if you haven't done so already. Hit that subscribe button right now. We'll step aside. And there's a fumble on this kickoff, folks. Who's going to end up with the football? It's loose again. And this may be gotten by the Bulldogs. We'll have to see. Body language is telling me it's Raymond's football. No, it is Terry Bulldogs football. How about that? Raymond is struggling to keep the ball here. We got a hurt Raymond player on the field. And that's another clean takeaway brought to you by Wheeler's Janitorial, keeping things spotless on and off the field. From offices to schools and everything in between, Wheeler's Janitorial gets the job done right every time. Call 601-892-7547, 601-892-7547 to book a clean. Wheeler's Janitorial. All right, Raymond player still hurt on the field, and that is number 14, DeMontavis Dotson. And we hope to see him walk off the field. He is walking under his own power, which is great to see. And the Bulldogs have the football once again.
Make some noise!
Terry's now starting to dominate these Raymond Rangers. 7 minutes left in the Goody second quarter.
Make some noise!
Busby in the shotgun, trips to the left and none to the right. Busby, pass over the top. Oh, and it was just an off pass there. Manuel Harris was not there. It's either miscommunication on the route. Busby was going for that corner. Incomplete, 2nd and 10. And here's a run, and it's Baker, and he is taken down at the 20. Be no gain, or it will be a gain. It'll be a gain.
Tackle made by the Rangers.
A couple, 3rd and 8 from the 19. And the Bulldogs are now in the Raising Cane's red zone. Busby's in the shotgun, 3rd and 8. Trips to the left and none to the right. Busby is a high snap. He'll pass, and that pass is behind him. He's trying to hit Gibson. Brings up 4th down and 8.
Pass incomplete.
(21-0) is the score, 6:24 to go in the Good Eaton second quarter. Busby in the shotgun. Short pass to Baker, and he's mobbed, taken down. Turnover on downs for the Bulldogs. Good job by Raymond getting after it. And we see right there Gavin Davis and Landon Shelby all over that for Raymond.
Annual Unity Bowl, where we host tonight the Terry Bulldogs versus the Raymond Rangers.
21-0, Terry will step aside.
We pray you've enjoyed so far the Unity events this week. Let's give a big round of applause to our superintendent, Dr. Shears, and his staff for making sure that we had a great opportunity this week for the Unity Bowl. Clap your hands for our superintendent, make a big noise.
Here's a run past the 20. And it will be for no gain, 2nd and 10.
Heat timeout.
An official timeout here, halfway
And since we are
through.
here tonight for Unity Bowl, let's take you back to
The second quarter, brought to you by Good Eating.
Frankie Beverly and me.
Hungry for real Southern flavor? Come on down to the Good Eating in Byram, Mississippi, where the portions are hearty, the prices are right, and the taste, well, it's all good. So whether you're stopping in for a lunch or dinner, remember, Good Eating in Byram. It's all good. They're also our sponsor for the South 78 football show, so we appreciate them partnering with us. 21-0 Terry, 2nd down and 10. An update from Tupelo. West Point goes up 12-0. And they're going to go for 2, I think, after that. 15 seconds to go in the first half there. Wow. And, folks, you know, so if you keep up with the Magnolia Shine podcast, you see my picks every week. Last week I picked Oxford to beat Tupelo, and Tupelo won. This week I had to go with Tupelo, but it looks like West Point is beating them. Had a nice interview with Coach Brett Morgan of the West Point Green Wave. Such a cool guy. Have a lot of respect for their team. And I thought it was going to be a close game, but who knows? West Point might just go on and smoke Tupelo here. Here's a run for Raymond. He's trying to get back, trying to get there to the 25. He stopped at the 24, and it looks like it'll be 3rd and 7. 3rd down now for the Rangers. We got 5:20 left here in the Good Eatin' second quarter. We'll have a halftime report coming up at halftime. We'll talk about other scores around the state of Mississippi as well as summarize what we've seen in this first half here in the Unity Bowl. Bad snap. Wood's able to pick it up. He's going to run. Oh, he gets a nice gain, and he dives across the 25 down to the 27. Looks like he's about 4 yards short of the first down, bringing up a 4th down here. We'll see what Raymond opts to go with here. And it looks like they will decide to punt this football. Colin Bunley back out there to punt. Bunley will punt it. Kendrick returned the last one for 6. He makes a fake, and that time he's going to be taken down. And 3 Raymond Rangers pull him down there. At the 42-yard line, that's where the Bulldogs will start this possession in their own territory. Appreciate you joining us. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button to the TSJW Network YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button right now. We appreciate all of you who watch and consume Terry Bulldogs football on the TSJW Network. 21-0 Terry. Looks like they're on their way to 5-0, but they got to keep the ball rolling here as the offense is back out on the field. Got twins to the right and one out left. Busby's in the shotgun. They'll get the snap. It's going to be a pass out to Gibson. He's got the screen. He's coming up the near sideline. There's yellow on the field. It's probably a holding as they bring him down close to the 30. Gibson kind of fumbled that one as he was – we didn't fumble it, but he kind of bobbled it a little bit before he was able to pull it in. But he's able to get a nice gain, but it looks like we're going to have a holding penalty. So it's a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, so we'll see where they're going to call it. Right there at the 35 is where they're going to have it. That'll bring up a 1st and 17 from the 35-yard line. This is the kind of thing that kills the Bulldogs. You can't do this in games that are hotly contested, as we saw last week against Callaway. Busby, handoff, Baker through the middle, finds a crease, pushes through contact, and pushes a pile down to the 44. Gain of 9, 2nd and 8. And Baker looks good out there as you're seeing the speed and the strength from him. Seeing a lot of good things, so it's good to see that from Rondé Baker. Baker's been a 3-year starter at running back. He's been so dynamic over his career. Busby fakes that handoff, short pass out to Metters, who will push his way nearly for the first down. He fumbled the football. I think he's a yard short of the first down. And I'll bring up 3rd and 1. So nice play there as Busby rolled out there. Was able to hit Metters with it. Liking these short passes to Metters. Busby in the shotgun. Handoff Baker. Baker tries to push his way, and Raymond stops him at the 50. He lost a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th and 2. So the Bulldogs lose a yard there at half field. Bulldogs appear they're going to go for it here. It's over 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Big fourth down for the Bulldogs. Busby, handoff, Duplessis around the edge, and he's going to be stopped. Helmet's off. He got the first down, though. He got the first down. The helmet came off, and he kept pushing through and got the first down for the Bulldogs. We'll see what they're going to call here. I know you're not supposed to play with your helmet off, but he did, and he got the first down. Duplessis is doubled over. Not good to see. I hope he's okay.
We'll see how the player will come on the field safely. Big round of applause and bring the places. Real quick, to give you
and they say
on our Teddy Bear Drive.
They said he didn't make it.
Raymond High School collected 75% at 403 stuffed animals. Second place, Raymond Elementary, Carver Middle School, 256 stuffed animals. Gary Road Intermediate, 125.
Apparently they blew it dead when his helmet came off, and so Raymond takes over here as C.J. Martin, the running back for Raymond, will dive across to the 47. A 3-yard gain, second and 7.
School, 93, honorable mention. For a grand total tonight,
minute 40 remaining here in the Good Eaton second quarter.
For our stuffed animal drive.
Handoff, Martin again. Across the 45, down at the 44.
Bulldogs.
Gain of 3 there, make it 3rd and 4. Minute remaining here in the first half. Raymond wants to find something. They're moving the football a little bit. They really haven't looked bad at all. And as a matter of fact, it looks like we're going to be looking at it's a 3rd and 4. 50 seconds left. Woods back to throw. He will throw it across to Bunley. It is complete for a first down. And he's taken down at the 25-yard line. Big play for Raymond.
Catch made by the Rangers. There's also a first down.
We'll stop the clock to move the chains as we're down with 40 seconds remaining. There's going to be a whistle.
Timeout, Rangers.
Timeout's going to be called by the Rangers.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight I want to welcome.
So it'll stop at 37 seconds.
Alumni chapter.
We'll step aside and be right back. This is Terry Bulldogs football on the TSJW Network.
Voter registration at tonight's game. Please stop by and make sure you are registered to vote. Your voice matters, so does your vote. No vote, no voice. President Michelle Winter and the Social Action Committee and sorority members are here. Make sure you register to vote when it's time to make that voice made at the ballot box.
Here's the pass out to the far sideline. Raymond able to complete it, get out of bounds. Eric Bryant at the 20-yard line. There's going to be another timeout here called by Raymond. Apparently he wasn't able to get out of bounds. So they had to stop that clock. 25 seconds remaining in the Good Eaton second quarter. Ball at the 21. 6 to go, 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Here's the pass. Oh, and was he able to pull it in? He did pull it in as Now apparently it's incomplete. 3rd down and 6. We see a little scuffle here. And Coach Thigpen about to come out on the field here. And he's upset. As it was Darion Jenkins who got in the middle of that. Trying to get out of there is quarterback Christian Mason. He's sacked. That sack's brought to you by the Hydra Station. And Raymond has no more timeouts. They have to hurry up and get to the line if they want to do anything. But this clock is going to run out. And they will not get the play off. There is a flag on the play against Raymond, and I'm sure it's going to be a false start, and I'm sure it's going to wrap up this first half. We'll see what the call is. It is a false start against the Rangers. And that will take us out of the first half, and the Rangers' drive comes to a close. Terry 21, Raymond 0. As we wrap up our first half, the Bulldogs in command. We appreciate you joining us. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button to the TSJW Network YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button right now. We'll step aside, be back for the halftime report.
Our principals, Mr. Willis, Mrs. McIntosh, and Dr. Boyd, as well as our band parents for all of their support. Drum major, is your band ready? You may now take the field for your halftime performance. School.
Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, we want to make an announcement. You may now come back from the concession stands. The real show is about to begin. Bulldog Nation, make some noise. Ladies and gentlemen, we present to some and introduce to others the band that has no competition, the band that everyone looks up to, the one and the only Terry High School Marching Bulldog Band. Sit back and relax and enjoy as we take it back to the 80s as the band plays and drills to Groovitude. That's grooving with an attitude. Terry High School can do just about anything. So we're gonna switch it up on you and show you who the true best band in the land is. band will now drill to an old school classic, Let It Whip by the Daz Band. Raymond High School, take notes. This is what a real woodwind section sound like. Give it up. You know them and you love them. They dance with poise, they move with style, and they dance with precision. Make some noise for the THS Maroon Misses as they dance to Encore by Sherlyn. Public service announcement. It's been brought to our attention that Raymond High School marching band had to prepare extra hard to try and come close to the Bulldogs band. But we all know that's never going to happen. Please know that you will never be like us. Director of Bands, Mr. DeAndre Weeks, Assistant Band Director, Mr. Cameron Buckhalter, and Mr. Markel Capru, Color Guard Coach, Ms. Victoria O'Banner, and Ms. Ashley Principal, Mr. Matthew Scott, and Superintendent, Dr. Mitchell Shear. We thank you. Bulldogs out. Bulldog Nation, make some noise! At this time, I want to welcome to the field both the Raymond High and Terry High bands representing Unity. Let's make some noise for all these great bands.
It is halftime here at Bulldog Field. The Terry Bulldogs lead the Raymond Rangers 21-0. And so, folks, I got some scores around the state of Mississippi. We got D'Iberville, who's been very good this year, taking on Harrison Central. They lead 35-0 in that ball game. Starkville Brandon tied up at 7 at the half. Grenada up on Oxford, 17-7 there. That's interesting there. Grenada up on Oxford. Then we've got Macomb up on Hazelhurst, 40-7. And then we got MRA up on JA, 14-10 at halftime. So MRA's got the edge on Jackson Academy right now. Poplarville leading Picking Unit at halftime, 21-7. Oh, wow, very interesting there. Poplarville really catching their stride. Oak Grove up on Laurel at halftime, 28-0 rather. We got West Point Tupelo, as we talked about earlier, 14-0 West Point in the lead over Tupelo at the half. And then Northwest Rankin and Brookhaven. Brookhaven leads at the half, 10-7 over the Cougars. George County up on Stone, 6-0 at half. That's a very interesting score right there. 3-3 at halftime is Clinton and Petal down in the Petal Panthers home field. They lead Clinton, or they're tied with Clinton 3-3. Jackson Prep leading Hartfield Academy 10-7 at the half. Horn Lake up on South Panola, 21-7 at halftime. Gulfport up on Pascagoula, 19-7. And then we got Columbia up on North Pike, 28-0 at the half. And now, looking at some more scores here. And I think that's about it in terms of games of interest. But here at Bulldog Field, the Terry Bulldogs lead 21-0 over the Raymond Rangers. As we just see the Raymond and Terry band unify here in the Unity Bowl. And we're about to be seeing second half action coming soon. Right here is Terry Bulldogs football on the TSJW Network. We got second half action coming right up.
And your Terry High Marching Bulldog Band. I want to remind you once again.
We have the drum battle between the Terry Band and the Raymond Band right now. And we've had us a show here at halftime. Just a little bit, we're going to see these teams take the field and battle on the football field, but we've been seeing a battle of the bands here now. We're back now on the field, and these Bulldogs taking on these Rangers. Rangers will receive the kick. David Funches is back to receive. And Howard will send it away. It's a deep driving kick. Oh, it's fumbled around there. And here's the return as he is yanked down at the 21. That's where Raymond will start their first possession of the second half. Terry leading 21-0. As we begin second half action, we are not on a running clock. It's only 21 points. I do want to remind you that after the football game, we're going to have the fifth quarter show live from the Raising Cane's in Byron, Mississippi. We're going to hustle over there. We're going to unpack this equipment and set up a post-game show there at the Raising Cane's in Byron. So tune in right here on the TSJW Network YouTube channel. Be sure to hit that subscribe button as well. Raymond with the football now. Here's the handoff. Martin. He's wrapped up. He'll get to the 23. That'll be a gain of 1, 2nd and 9. Rangers with the ball at the 24, 2nd down and 9. Just over 11 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Fakes the handoff, and the pass from Mason doesn't get there. Incomplete, 3rd and 9. This Bulldogs defense has done a great job. They even did well last week against Callaway, even though they let 2 big plays go for the 16 points Callaway ended up with. But this defense has shown nicely this year. And now tonight they're having to play without Amari Whalen. Third and 9. Mason, handoff. Martin around the edge, and Ashford had him, and they get him down at the 30. And he's 3 yards short of the first down, 4th down and 3 for the Rangers. Nice run there from Martin. as he's able to gain 6. It appears that Raymond will go for it, and they really don't have anything to lose at this point. They're down 21-0. You're able to get a nice gain of 6 on that play, as they're going to try it again here. Ball at the 30 for Raymond. Handoff, Martin, and he's yanked down, taken down by the Bulldog defense. A big stand, and Terry will take over on downs at the 28-yard line. How about that? And this Bulldog defensive front able to make it happen and turn Raymond over on downs. That was Patrick Joyner that was able to make that happen there. And we're about to see the Bulldog offense here for the first time in the second half. And now let's take a look at tonight's keys to victory, brought to you by Richards Tire and Auto. The keys to victory, where the key to a smooth ride starts with trusted service and unbeatable tires. From tune-ups to tire changes, Richards Tire and Auto keeps you rolling to the wind. Short pass to Gibson. Able to take the screen, and he cuts back to the right, near sideline. Gibson taken down at the 5. First and goal for the Bulldogs, and they are now in the Raising Cane's red zone. And the keys to victory for Terry would be to stay healthy for the remainder of this ball game, but also get your offense rolling nicely and cleanly. Hold off on the penalties for the rest of the ball game. The Bulldogs have this game very much in their control. They want to be able to keep that being the case, but really you're trying to get tuned up for the next few weeks. You got a bye week coming up, and then you got Forest Hill and the region play gets started. 21-0 lead for Terry. That's your keys to victory, brought to you by Richards Tire and Auto. Ball at the 5, first down and goal. First down and goal for the Bulldogs. 10:07 remaining in the third quarter. Rondé Baker acting as the tailback here. Busby, handoff Baker, nice cut. Baker gonna push his way in. Touchdown, Terry, the Baker man with touchdown trace for the Bulldogs. We got a drum battle here on that drive, and Rondé Baker able to punch his ticket back into the end zone for touchdown number 3 for him. And Derek Howard Jr. going to sit up for an extra point. Snap back and the set is there, and the kick is good. 28-0, the Terry Bulldogs in the lead over the Raymond Rangers. We'll take a break. This is Terry Bulldogs football on the TSJW Network. Having a serious battle. Look at that, Terry and Raymond's band just facing each other off and taking turns going at it on the drums. And we heard it that whole drive, first drive of the second half. And we got a Raymond player on the other side. It is number 1, Landon Shelby, the senior, who was down for a while there for the Rangers. And now the Bulldogs about to kick this one off to the Raymond Rangers. Back to receive is David Funches, the junior. And Howard will kick the drive and kick. It'll be received here by Raymond. And he dives across, trying to get to the 35. I think he was right there at the 33. Jamarian Taylor, the freshman, on the return there. Raymond brings their offense back out. They'll give them a kind spot there at the 35. 9:49 remaining in the third quarter. The Bulldogs lead 28-0. And according to the MHSAA rules, the clock will continue to run all the way through once it is a 35-point difference. We're at 28-0 now. Woods back to throw. He's pressured. He's sacked. Big time sack there. That was number 18, Brandon Robinson, the junior who got in there for the big sack. Brought to you by the Hydro Station. Ball now at the 32. Be second and 13. Under 9.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Woods in the shotgun again. Second and 13. He's back to throw. He's got a little time. He'll launch it deep. Intercepted by Chadarius Rogers. And he steps right on out of bounds. And that's an interception for Terry. A clean takeaway brought to you by Wheeler's Janitorial. And the Bulldogs have the football once again. And the pass was just a little floaty, and it was into triple coverage. And Chadarius Rogers just able to pull it in and step right on out of bounds. Bulldogs football at the 47-yard line. .901 remaining in the third. Little update from Tupelo West Point. It's now 14-7. West Point in the lead over Tupelo. The Golden Wave were able to get in the end zone. Busby in the shotgun, trips to the right and none to the left. And now we're going to get a whistle at the line of scrimmage. And it's going to be a delay of game against the Bulldogs, first down and 15. Trips to the right and none to the left. Busby, fake and a pass. Harris, taken down. Gains about 2 on the play. Now they'll give him 1. They'll give him a yard. Second and 9, or second and 14 rather. Clock will run 8.5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Busby in the shotgun, twins to the right and 1 to the left. Busby on the handoff, Baker. Baker around the left side. He's got an opening. He's got some blocking. He's also got speed up that far sideline, and he goes out of bounds there at the 30. Big run for Rondé Baker, and that is another Bulldog first down, brought to you by Barnett's Body Shop. And the Bulldogs have been giving Barnett's Body Shop their money's worth on this one. Just getting first down after first down. 8:11 to play in the third. Busby in the shotgun. Busby. Deep to Gibson. Unable to pull it in. Incomplete. Gibson was unable to just get just far enough. It was just a little bit out there. It had to make an excellent catch to pull that one in as incomplete. Ball at the 31, second down and 10. 8:01 remaining. Busby, fake handoff, short pass to Mitters, right through his hands. And they've hit that pass a couple of times. That time it went through Metter's hands incomplete. 3rd and 10. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me right here on the TSJW Network YouTube channel. We got a lot of Bulldogs coverage right here on the network YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button right now. Trips to the right and one to the left. 3rd down and 10, and Busby's in the shotgun. Busby short pass to Baker. Baker taking on the defense. He's able to get through 1, past 2, and 3 defenders past the 25 down to the 24-yard line. And that's 3 yards short of the first down now. 4th down and 3 from the 24. See what the Bulldogs have for a play call here. They're in a short yardage situation here.
And your Terry High School drum line. Let's make some noise for young men and young ladies as they show their percussion skills.
Busby in the shotgun, twins to the right and none to the left. Busby, fake. He'll run it. He'll use his legs. Get through. Busby gets the first down. And he's inside the 15. And that's where they're going to call him down at the 15-yard line. A Barnett's body shot first down, and now the Bulldogs have entered into the Raising Cane's red zone.
First down, Bulldogs.
Under 7 minutes to play in the 3rd. Busby in the shotgun with Baker to his immediate left. Twins to the left, one to the right. Busby's got very good protection. He's got all the time in the world to make a decision here. He'll gun for the end zone. Oh, wow, that's way overthrown. I think he might have just been trying to get rid of it there. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. 6:26 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Bulldogs trying to just completely put this game away. If they're able to get a touchdown, we got running clock for the remainder of the ball game. The Bulldogs will have a bye week next week. They will not have a football game on October 3rd. And then on October 10th, they'll be back on the road, taking on Forest Hill. I'm assuming they'll probably be back at South Jackson Stadium, same place we were there for last week as the Bulldogs took on Callaway. Busby, handoff. A run. Oh, a nice run. Wide open into the end zone. Touchdown, Terry. But we're probably going to see, we're seeing a flag here. Going to be a hold against the Bulldogs. Reed was able to get in the end zone there, but they're going to call that a hold. So that'll move the Bulldogs back. Bulldogs haven't done too much holding, but you really want to limit it to very, very little. Ball's going to be at the 25-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 20. 6:17 remaining. Twins to the left and one to the right. Handoff Reed. Reed through the middle. He's able to avoid a tackler. Get through again. Down to the 10-yard line. Inside the 10. He's even there at the 8-yard line. What a run. He's 3 yards short of the first down. Great run from Cole Reed for a 17-yard gain. Now we're halfway through the 3rd. Got perfect football weather here at Bulldog Field. Probably around 70 degrees. We've got a little gust of a breeze here. Feels great out here in Terry. Busby's in the shotgun. Twins to the left and one to the right. And Busby, he's looking to throw. He'll escape to his right. He's looking. He's going to run this football around the edge. He gets hit as he went right past the 5. And now there's going to be a battle here. A flag thrown. Busby was nailed and the Bulldogs took offense to it. But Busby was running the football. It's the kind of stuff that Coach Thigpen was talking about on the South 78 show, just trying to tell the guys you can't get too emotional here. But, you know, somebody takes a shot at your quarterback, sometimes you just gotta stand up for your quarterback there. And so you want to see that togetherness from your team, but you also want to see guys not make bad decisions on the football field. So we'll see what the yellow will be, what the verdict will be on this one. Bulldogs, I think, are ruled down a yard short of the first down, but we'll see what it'll be after this call. 3rd and 1. It's good to see that Busby's all right. Not really what you want to see. You don't want to see your quarterback get hit like that.
Still Bulldogs ball. First and go.
So they're going to say it's a first down and goal from the 5-yard line. So apparently he did get the first down. Barnett's body shot first down, and then I think the penalties were offset. So Bulldogs with the football now, first down and goal, 28-0 ball game, 5:20 to go in the 3rd. And now I think we're going to get an offsides here against the Rangers. So I think that'll be half the distance to the goal, as the Bulldogs already at the 5-yard line. So now it's going to be at around the 2.5-yard line here. We've seen some good things from Terry in this game. We've also seen some things they want to tighten up, especially with a team of high expectations. Reed gets a run at it again, and I think he will push his way into the end zone. Or is he short? We'll have to see what the call is. They say he's short. He'll be right there at the 1-yard line, which will bring up a 2nd and goal here from the 1. So the Bulldogs will take another shot at it here.
Oh, that's it. First and go, Bulldogs.
Twins to the left, one to the right. Busby in the shotgun. Busby, handoff, Reed, pushes his way in. Touchdown, Terry. Cole Reed gets his first career touchdown as a Terry Bulldog. Seeing a lot of good things from him. He shows his speed and his ability to take contact as well. And so, man, the running back room for this Terry Bulldogs team is very good. You got Rondé Baker, you got Brandon Duplessis, as well as Cole Reed, who gets in for 6. The Bulldogs now lead 34-0. The set's good. Oh, wow. Bad roughing the kicker. They just went on and hit him, and then he taunted him afterwards. That's just unacceptable. And, of course, you're going to get a scuffle here. You take a cheap shot at our kicker and then start taunting him after you hit him. That's just unacceptable. And they should kick him out of the game. But if you're the Bulldogs, you gotta keep control of these emotions. It's kind of tough, man. That's just brutal right there. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
Extra point is good. Beautiful Alabama Middle School cheerleaders. And make some noise for our Taylor High cheerleaders.
I think they're going to offset the penalties. They're going to say it's a roughing the kicker against Raymond and then an unsportsmanlike conduct against Terry. So they offset. I think we're going to see running clock for the rest of this ball game as the Bulldogs lead 35-0. Bulldogs about to kick this football off to the Raymond Rangers. Clock is running now, just over 3 minutes to go here in this third quarter. Bulldogs up 35-0. They've shown a lot of good things here today. And it's good to get Rondé Baker back involved. Then you see a touchdown there from Cole Reed. It was just good to see. And Howard will send it deep. Be picked up by Funches. Run through. Decent return. He's able to bounce off and push his way down to the 29-yard line. That's where Raymond will start their possession with 2.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Going to be running the clock from this point forward. Another update. 8 minutes to go in Tupelo. West Point holds on to a 14-7 lead. Of course, Tupelo is beginning to stop them defensively. And folks, just want to remind you to hit that subscribe button to the TSJW Network YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button right now. We appreciate you guys joining us. Apparently there's a penalty against the Bulldogs here. That will be a 15-yard penalty and make the spot be at the 45. Here's the run from Martin. It'll be a gain of 1, 2nd and 9.
That was made by a host of Bulldogs.
Update from Brandon, Mississippi, as Brandon and Starkville are playing each other. The Yellow Jackets lead 15-14 in the fourth quarter. It's over a minute to go here. 35-0 Terry. Ball's at the 46, 2nd down and 9. Woods in the shotgun. Back to throw. He's pressured. And he'll push his way back to the 45. Loss of 1 there. Bring up 3rd and 10.
Bulldogs. It's 3rd down. Defense, dogs, defense. Defense, dogs, defense. Defense, dogs, defense. Defense, dogs, defense.
Ball at the 45-yard line. 25 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Woods in the shotgun. He's back to throw. He'll toss it over to the far sideline. It is dropped. Incomplete. 4th and 10.
Brings up 4th down.
Under 10 seconds remaining now. And the third quarter is in the books here at Bulldog Field. It is Terry 35, Raymond 0. We will take a break right here from Bulldog Field. Welcome back to Bulldog Field. The Raymond Rangers are going to punt this football away, and Keeson Kendrick is back to receive. As we begin fourth quarter action, Bulldogs dominating this one. Good to see after a struggle last week, but they are undefeated, a 4-0 record. Kendrick back to receive. He's going to let it bounce wisely, letting it stop at the 22-yard line. Keeson Kendrick's done a great job as punt returner. Return one for a touchdown, return one for a nice gain, and then that time wisely letting it go. These are the details that make a huge difference as this season will come to a close. You're going to play some of these teams you haven't beaten yet, and it'll be good to see it. Ball at the 22-yard line now for the Terry Bulldogs. We'll see what they bring out on offense. Today we've seen Rondé Baker take the field. The Baker man's been back. And he had 3 touchdowns of his own. Just a nice, quiet night for Rondé Baker. How about that? I don't know if we'll see much more from him, as I think we've seen that he's good. I don't know if we're going to get a repunt here. I don't know, because the Terry Bulldog defense is back out on the field. I think they're going to punt it again. So I don't know why that is the case. So it'll be 4th down and 10, and they will punt this football again. So Colin Bunley is going to be punting this for Raymond. Keeson Kendrick will be back to receive. I don't know why they're having to punt it again, but they are. There's the snap back and the punt away from Bunley. It'll bounce in Raymond's favor, but it will stop right around the 34-yard line. That's where Terry will start their possession. It appears that Coach Thigpen's going to put out some of the guys off the bench here that we'll probably be seeing. Yes, and we got Busby on the sideline. Tyler Osborne, the sophomore quarterback for the Bulldogs, going to get some run here. We got under 9.5 minutes to go in the ball game. The Bulldogs appear that they are going to continue to be undefeated against Raymond in the Chris Thigpen era. Here's the run around the edge. A nice gain there.
Run made by number 36, Cameron Williams. And that presents for us a Bulldog first down.
Appears it's Cameron Williams with the run there for the Bulldogs. .8:40 to go in the game. Osborne in the shotgun. Be good to see this crew get in the end zone. Handoff again. Around the right side, being able to bounce off, but Raymond's able to take him down. They got a gain of 2 there, 2nd and 8.
Run made by Landon Griffin.
So they had gotten the Barnett's body shop first down last time. Another update from Brandon, Mississippi. Starkville able to get in the end zone again. They lead Brandon 22-14. Just over 8 minutes to go in their fourth quarter. They're at a similar point in the game. They got a much closer ball game than we have here. Terry dominating here at Bulldog Field. Osborne in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff, pass, nice one, able to find Metters. Metters takes contact, pushes through, gets the first down, and nearly got to the 40. Bobbled the ball a little bit, but was able to regain control. The senior Metters able to get the Barnett's Body Shop first down.
Run by number 32, Corey Metters. That's another Bulldog. First down.
Osborne in the shotgun, twins to the left and twins to the right. There's a man in motion there. Nice toss around the edge. Here's the run. Oh, he changes course, and there's going to be a yellow on the field. I think we might be seeing a face mask here. We're going to see what the call is going to be there.
Jaden Henderson on the pitch. Face mask on the Rangers.
Face mask against the Raymond Rangers, and that will give the Bulldogs another Barnett's Body Shop first down, as well as a very nice field position at this moment in time. 6:23 remaining in the ball game. Ball at the 27. Osborne. Short pass in the backfield. Oh, he dropped it. Incomplete. Trying to hit Williams there in the backfield. We're going to blow the whistle, an official timeout halfway through the fourth quarter. We'll step aside and be right back. This is Terry Bulldogs football on the TSJW Network. So we've seen some good action from Landon Griffin in the backfield with Tyler Osborne. And the Bulldogs keep moving this football here. They're trying to get in the end zone here with the backups. Listen, they've been putting in work all year. They look good right now. Nice handoff there to Griffin. Griffin, nice move, getting across the 25 down to the 24. And Griffin, only a freshman for this Bulldogs team, and look at the talent. And if you, I mean, this Bulldogs running back room is something else because you got him coming in as a freshman. Wow. I think Cole Reed's a sophomore, and Brandon Duplessis is a sophomore as well. So after Rondé Baker graduates, you still got plenty of guys ready to run this football effectively for the Bulldogs. Osborne in the shotgun, just over 5 minutes to go in the ball game. Fakes the handoff, and he'll run to the outside, bouncing around. He'll be stopped at the 21.
Quarterback keeper.
Be just about 4 yards short of the first down. Fourth down and 4.
Is sponsoring high school students for the JSU's High School Day on Saturday, November 15th. If you are interested and want to be a part of that, please visit them at their table near the concession stand by halftime.
Twins to the left and one to the right. Osborne, handoff. Griffin cuts back. And then he's stopped at the 20. Or actually, he's going to get nowhere. It's going to be a turnover on downs for the Bulldogs, and Raymond will take over. So, folks, just a reminder that we will be at the Raising Cane's in Byram. We'll break down this, and we'll head over there, and we'll be live right here on the TSJW Network for a post-game show. Fifth quarter show for the Unity Bowl here, and I'm sure it'll be mostly Terry guys, but we'll talk to them. Woods on the pass to the far sideline. It's complete. A gain of around 5. Bring up a 2nd and 5 here. Three and a half minutes to go in the game. Terry going to move to 5-0 and remain undefeated. A crazy week as we can see Woods on the run near sideline. He's trying to turn the corner. He's pushed out of bounds past the 45 down to the 47. First down for Raymond. It's just been a crazy week. Obviously, the Bulldogs fell to Callaway 16-6 originally. And then with the ineligible player that Callaway had, their win got wiped away, and the Bulldogs end up winning that ball game, taking that game as a win, 4-0. Now this week, legitimately beating Raymond. They're going to move to 5-0. Woods in the shotgun. He'll run this football. No, that was Martin who gets the direct snap across the 45 down to the 44. 1 yard short of the first down. 2nd and 1. Under 5 minutes to play. In the ball, under 2.5 minutes to go here in the ball game. Woods. Mason, that's who it was. His pass is incomplete. Errant. And you can tell Woods is more of, like he's the starting quarterback, more of a passer than Mason is. But Woods also can play receiver, and they're trying to get him out there for some receptions. It appears that Woods is going to run quarterback on this play. And we're under 2 minutes to go. Woods going to run. He avoids the tackler. Ball's loose. It's on the ground. Who's going to pick it up here? And I think it's going to be the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs take over. It's another clean takeaway brought to you by Wheeler's Janitorial, keeping things spotless on and off the field. From offices to schools and everything in between, Wheeler's Janitorial gets the job done right every time. Call 601-892-7547. 601-892-7547 to book a clean. Wheeler's Janitorial. And I think you can book this one, folks. Ball game is just about over. Under a minute to play. The Bulldogs will go back out here again with their offense, able to get the clean takeaway that seals the deal, and they're going to shut out this Raymond team. Great job by the Bulldogs here tonight. 35-0 appears to be the score. They're going to still run plays here, but he's going to be taken down way in the backfield, losing a good amount of yards. It'll be at the 39, a loss of 5, 2nd and 15, but the clock's going to dwindle down. The Bulldogs have shown nicely in this rivalry ball game. Coach Thigpen is yet to lose to Raymond, and he doesn't plan to do it anytime soon, if ever. Osborne in the shotgun. Here's the handoff, round the edge, head of steam, nice move, and he gets down to the 47-yard line. And that clock will run on out, and that is the ball game. South 78, holla! The Bulldogs win again. They stay in the win column, 5-0 on the season. They go perfect in non-region play. And they will next take the field on the road in 2 weeks as they will take on Forest Hill at South Jackson Stadium. We appreciate all of you joining us, and we've got one crew here. Want to remind you, though, the South Point Center brings you the player of the game, but we do have the fifth quarter show. Fifth quarter show will be coming up later on. But we will have the South Point Center player of the game. And folks, I'm going to have to say that's going to be the Baker man. He's back, and he is back as the player of the game. The South Point Center player of the game goes to Ron Day Baker. We appreciate the South Point Center partnering with us right here, Terry Bulldogs football on the TSJW Network. Do want to remind you, next week is a bye week for the Terry Bulldogs. They will not be playing next week, but they'll be back on the football field on October 10th as they'll take on Forest Hill on the road and start off region play. This Bulldogs team has a lot of potential this year to go deep in 6A. Will they be able to do it? You're going to have to stay tuned and follow the TSJW Network. The best way to do that is to hit the subscribe button. Also, turn the notifications on. Do that right now. You don't want to miss any Terry Bulldogs coverage right here on the network. But I got me one heck of a crew. I got Nettie Williams on the production as well as King Williams on the camera. And we're here as always from Bulldog Field. Terry, 35. Raymond, nothing. We out.